Just the same way God is real, Satan is real.
Correct.
He's real.
Yep.
And the thing is that we don't even realize it because he's just under the surface of our everyday interactions. He's hiding in the shadows. He's hiding in the shadows. He's clouded in mystery and confusion. But the devil is always at work to undermine what God is doing in us and through us. When you choose God, when you accept Jesus, when you choose love and reject sin, this is the battle between good and evil. This is where you start to feel it and experience it. Right? The
Becomes
thing
more
is,
personal.
it does, because you're aware of it, because you know of it. The thing is that God is not at war with Satan. He's not at war with Satan. Because I called it a battle. I didn't call it a war, even though it's spiritual warfare, right? Because you're preparing for battle. Because we know that Jesus died on the cross and he already defeated sin with his blood on that cross, Calvary, right? And so we know that we are victorious, that we've already won the war because of Jesus. And because of this, right, Satan knows that he's already lost the war. He knows this, but he will try everything to keep as many people from going to heaven and being in a relationship with God. And so that's what the battle is he's trying his best, and he will continue to try his best as long as we are here living on earth, to try to separate people from God, to keep people from having that encounter with Christ. We will always have to face spiritual battles. Prepare for them, how to fight them, how to overcome and survive until we are called to go home. When you have that mindset as a soldier, so if you are a soldier and you're going to be going off to war, to battle, to fight, and you are not mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually equipped and prepared with the mindset of your enemy,
You're
how
already
will
defeated
you
before even
survive?
getting to the battle.
There you go. And so my mentality and my mindset is, no, I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, what's coming? What am I going to be facing? What's next?
Because
And
as
so
Christians, we cannot live as defeated Christians.
we cannot.
When we know we have victory.
Exactly.
But we tend to forget and we get distracted. And we have pity parties and we feel all sorry for myself. And brother, please pray for me. And sister, please pray for me. Yeah. And we sit there and cry and pout about spilled milk.
And we do that. Why? Because that's
The
what
goal.
the enemy, that's what the enemy wants us to do. He wants to draw us away from faith, from trust, from God,
From hope,
Jesus,
love, and faith.
Yes,
Yep.
he does. And so that is the strategy.
Right. And that's what sin, just what came to mind, sin in the basic form means to separate from God. That's what sin does. And I've read some definitions in Logos. It's literally, sin is to miss the mark. So if we're all trying to get to one place, and that's heaven and be with God, sin is what drives the wedge between you and God, between you and that relationship with God. And you miss the mark, and that's missing heaven. And I like what one pastor once said: some of us will miss heaven by 18 inches. It's because we know of God, but there's a difference of knowing versus knowing him.
Because you know about him. You've
Right.
heard stories, history, you've read articles.
Yes.
But you know about him, but you truly don't know him.